Hello everyone and welcome back to Metal Gear Solid the board game, and we are up to the penultimate episode, at least as far as the main campaign is concerned, and this is the final sneaking mission. It's also highly customizable based on the number of characters you want to use, which I guess is good. It becomes, pardon me, a lot more difficult the more characters you're using, but I'm staying true to the video game. Snake is still on his own at this point, so I'm just using Snake. That means if you've seen this played or are playing it with more characters, you might be wondering why there's no cameras or why there's less guards, etc. It's because, as per the setup, as I guess I can show you properly in a second, it's modular. I kind of wish all the sneaking missions were like this, or at least as we went on. But either way, second last mission, after a very bad run of bad bosses, hopefully this final sneaking mission will redeem it, and then we have the absolute finale against Metal Gear Rex, because there's actually not a one-on-one confrontation with Liquid, it seems like, which is a little strange. This is also the sneaking mission, at least so far, that has demanded the most table space. So just to give you an idea of how you lay this one out, you'll see different numbers on each of the 3 floors we're visiting, and that denotes this is only here if you have at least that many players. So for instance, there's a locked door guarding the B item we need to get to if you're using 3 or more characters. If you're using 4 characters, that camera is there. If you're using 2, 3 or 4 characters, that camera is there. 3 or 4 characters for that camera, etc. Because we're only using 1 character, there's no cameras, there's no console on the first floor. On the second floor there is still the barracks, but there's no locked doors or cameras. And on the final floor there is a shortcut, but there's no locked door to the final room, which is handy. But there is a barracks right there that this book is currently covering. So technically one player is going to have an easier time in terms of there's no cameras and just less things there's no doors to lockpick or cameras or laptops to hack, but there's still a lot of guards, and the stipulation for this mission is 1 character you're using must bring the PAL key. So one of their inventory spots is spoken for. Because we're only bringing Snake, that's one of his inventory slots gone. And speaking of Snake's inventory, we're not really going to be a fighter this time because we don't have the opportunity to. Because we're only using 1 character, we do have the full 20 teal cards though, so we've got a lot of time. We've just got to get around a bunch of guards without really fighting them. So we have to bring the PAL key, which isn't going to do anything for us because we're using 1 character, so there's no locked doors, but the idea here is it needs to be brought to a very warm place and a very cold place and a neutral place, and then that lets Snake decode and, well, he believes deactivate the nukes, but he's actually been tricked into activating them. I'm bringing rations, and I'm bringing that body armor we got last time so that it's a bit harder for us to get hurt. We'll see if that makes a difference or not as we play. I think that about covers it. With that final sneaking mission, let's begin. This video is sponsored by Noble Knight Games. Check out the video description below for an affiliate link that will take you through to their store, and it will help me out as well. Thanks. So as we start, I did forget to be specific about what we're needing to do as Snake. We need to collect the A item, the B item, and make it to C. Simple as that. We start up in that elevator at the top end of the table, which is a little awkward for me, but I'm going to come around the table here, and we're going to sneak, sneak, sneak. Oh, also you might be wondering why don't you just go through this door. It's a one-way shortcut once you get the item. It's to replicate the vents. So that's where I'm going to go because I need to see where these guards are moving. We didn't do any loud action. So it's first guard card. Cameras, as I say, because we're using 1 person, there's no cameras, so I'm not going to bother flipping them. There is no need, nor is there anything that could be a camera. Moving 3 and prioritizing turning left, and this is the only active zone. So 1, 2, 3, turning left. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, turning left would face the wall, so he's facing back that way. Oh, another thing to note is if you're using 1 character, all the barracks count as max guard count 2. Now, each area still has, well, 2 out of the 3 have 3 guards on them, but the max count for the purposes of respawns is 2. So as we continue, I guess I'm going to have to knock this guy out. So we're going to dash, sneak, and we'll use our last 2 actions on sneak attack to murder him. And I forgot to look out the kill tokens. I looked out the knockout ones, but I didn't expect to kill anyone, so one moment. Alright, I'm sorry Mr. Guard, your neck has been snapped. And yes, that is going to get the other guard's attention, but he's going to stop as soon as he touches that without moving, so hopefully it'll be fine. On that note, it's the guard card. Oh wait, I did noisy actions first. I dashed once. Oh, and that's it. I dashed once. Okay, we're good. Carrying on with the card. 3 and prioritizing left. 1. Oh, technically it should be him first. 1, 2, 3. Prioritizing left. Oh no, he's seen the corpse. 1, 2, 3. I didn't need to turn. So now I need to decide whether or not I'm wasting a turn or not, because he is going to move on to that corpse and he'll probably spawn another guard, which I believe circumcedes the guard limit. But I need him there to get out of my way, so yeah, I'm just going to burn a turn by doing nothing, and we'll just wait. Didn't do anything loud. 3 prioritizing to the left. Oh, I'm getting all the low movement cards. 1, 2, 3. He hasn't made it yet. 1, 2, 3. Annoying. I'm going to have to waste another turn, because if I walk in front of him, my alert goes off. So yeah, burning another turn. That's unfortunate. Yeah, there's a good movement card. That would have been nice. So 5 and prioritizing left. He touches the corpse and immediately stops. Let me do a reaction. It was a corpse. Remove that. Spawn a guard on the radio in each active zone. They don't activate this turn. There we go. So he's back there. And then it was 5 and left. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But he ended on a turny thing, so he's actually turning this way. Fine. Now I actually get to do stuff. So, what stuff? Well, CQC. 2 of our 4 actions. 2 white, 1 black die. Gonna roll here. And guards have 3, right? Yeah. So, that is him knocked out. Plonk on the head. Just like that. And that's 1 action. Well, 2 actions, because it used 2. Then we will dash and dash, because now we need to make up for lost time a little bit, and we did not make any noise. Guard card. The radio in, the max guard count is 2 when you're playing with a single character, so we're fine. 4 prioritizing to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going on a nice little patrol path there, but it's very awkward because I can't get down there in 1 turn. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, I actually could. It's very, very likely I'll make noise and he'll just turn and see me, though. Sure, I guess I'll have to take that risk. So 1 dash for 2. Second action is dash again. So there's 2 noisy actions. I could then sneak and be here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You'd only see me if it was a 4 movement card. And we just had a 4 movement card. Not that that means anything, I guess, but... Sure, I'll sneak. I'll take the risk. 2 noisy actions. Ooh, we're getting lucky with that. Guard card. He's moving 3. That's also fine. I'm prioritizing left. He technically moves first, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Be stealthy, like something that is stealthy. How many noisy actions do I want to do now, though? Well, we'll dash, and we'll dash, and we'll sneak. That's risky. You know, I'm going to use snakes, take away a white die, so I'm only rolling 1, because this is pretty crucial at this point. Close. I saw it land on that, but it bounced to the 4. Okay. They're moving 4 and prioritizing to their left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, actually no, sorry, there was a space there, so he kept going. So he doesn't need to turn. And then this guy is 1, 2, 3, 4. He's getting close to seeing the unconscious guard. Oh, sorry, the unconscious guard. Speaking of which, he actually should have woke up. I forgot about that. Ugh. When he wakes up, do you do a reaction? I don't think so. I think he's just there. So he should have moved first, which was 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess. Having a conversation about what happened. I don't know. I just kind of fell over. All right. So we're gonna dash, and then sneak, because he's not going to turn around, so we can follow him up. On the assumption this isn't. Oh, okay. Oh no, isn't a 1. Good. 4 and prioritizing right if there's a choice. 1, 2, 3, 4. I presume that's not a space they would walk onto. I might be wrong about that. Let's see, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a wall there, incidentally, if that hasn't been obvious. For Snake's turn, I'm going to replenish the focus token I used for 1 action, dash for 2, and sneak for 3, 4 onto A. And we did 1 noisy action. I'm using that focus token I just refreshed to remove 1 white die, so I don't need to roll anything, because I want to sneak out of here ASAP. Because we're just gunning through these cards. 2 and to the left. 1, 2, doesn't need turn. 1, 2, 1, 2. Good enough. Start my turn. I'm replenishing that token. I am dashing, I am activating, and dashing again to here. So that was 2 noisy actions. And we got lucky with that again. So that's pretty good. And this is the last time, this is the active zone, so it's the last time these guards are going to be activating for us. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess it doesn't really matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, can't see us. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to start the next turn by going down to the cold floor. That's us done on the hot floor, so my first action is just to activate the elevator. So you might recognise this floor from the Vulcan Raven boss fight. It's the freezer. We're just, well, in the video game you just hang around for like a minute and then you're done. In this case though, we need to get to the B item. I have spawned in the elevator up here, and we have 3 actions left. I will dash for our second action. How much are they likely to move? At most are probably going to move 5. 1, 2, 3. If he moved 4, he might face this way. So then we'll sneak here, and I'll wait. So I did 1 dash, right? I pressed the button, I dashed, and then I sneaked. Yeah. And unfortunately it did land on the make noise, so I'm going to use Snake's reroll to try and get rid of that. And I did. Okay. Let me just count how many teal cards we've used so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We are actually halfway through our time already. Well, until you get to the red cards, of course. But I'm halfway through my time, so I can't dilly-dally. 2, prioritizing turning right. It would be him first. 1, 2, prioritizing facing right. 1, 2, he wouldn't face anywhere. And 1, 2. Okay, so I can't cross this middle line because he's going to see. That's annoying. On Snake's turn, I'm going to replenish that reroll. I'm going to dash for second action and sneak. We're going to try and follow this guy down and get the item. Then I have to run back to the elevator. This is probably going to get loud just because I have to hurry. Anyway, 4 in prioritizing turning right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Annoying. Would have loved if he touched that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it was prioritized turning right. Very annoying. Because they're kind of cutting me off here. There's no card that's only 1 movement, so he is definitely not touching that. Which is very, very frustrating. And there's a 50-50 chance if we get one that takes him to the end of the hall, that it will tell him to go that way. Although he might keep going. It would have to be exactly 4, because I keep forgetting there's a barracks in there. Do I take that chance? Well, on my turn anyway, I'm gonna sneak up to here either way, because we have to try and get to that B item and get out. So sure, this is gonna get messy. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to wait. They're moving 3 and prioritizing turning to the right. 1, 2, 3. How very awkward of you. 1, 2, 3. Prioritize turning right if there's a choice. 1, 2, 3. So, how is this going to work? If I move in front of him, he sees me, obviously, and the alert goes off. The alert would be where I finished my action, so if I was to dash, the alert token would be here. And then if I dashed and sneaked. That's risky. It's risky, but I don't have enough time. We have like 7 turns before we're into could be game over cards. So, yeah, I'm going to have to go loud here. So, alert token. Sneak. Oh, sorry, dash. Dash. And the alert goes off. Dash. Sneak. That's 2 loud actions. We have the B item. 2 actions left. And the reason I don't need to move that after a second dash is no one saw me do that move. He saw me complete that move, that's why it's there. I will do sneak sneak to here. The annoying part is when this alert concludes itself, it might say, you know, put the blue token under me, in which case one of these guards is going to walk right up to me. But that's something we just have to, we'll just have to do. Okay, card. Oh, I did 2 noisy things actually. Forgot, it might move. Will I use the take away one of these white dice? I will. Oof, close. Okay. And I feel a sneeze brewing, so hang on. Here's the card, but give me a second. Ah, springtime allergies, lovely. Anyway, what was this card? It was 5 and moved to the left, however, there's an alert on, so it's actually 6, but he's going to move 2 and resolve that. Guard reaction, card. Oh, it's the exact one I didn't want. If the player's in the same zone, flip that to its blue side and place it under their figure, otherwise remove it. His action ends, so there is that. But the guard closest to me now is going to come and examine. You're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're equidistant. So I guess it doesn't really make a difference. I guess. Well, actually, if I get to choose, I would want it to be him, because that means he resolves just a normal patrol. I'm going to presume I get to choose, because they're equidistant. I don't know. Actually, no, you know what it probably does? It probably does, like, in order of operation. Otherwise it might be too easy to game the system, so sure, let's be complicated. So he's going to find us, so no point stopping alert music. 1, 2, 3, bang! And he's shooting at us. And he actually doesn't hurt us on either. I didn't even need the body armor. But, alert going off, doop 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 doop. He's shooting at us. In the back. Oh, might as well switch this back to red. There we go. In the back. That is 2 damage, despite the body armor. I'll use the -2 to turn it into 1 damage. And now we're in danger. So, we need to get out of here, and we're going to do that by dashing. So, 1, 2, but he gets to shoot at us because we leapfrogged over him. And that is 2 damage. Excellent. Our second action will be to use the ration to heal that damage then. And this keeps following us. So we've used 2 actions because I healed. And then we're going to dash. Now does he count as looking this way? I mean, he did leapfrog damage, but I don't know if he actually turns. Huh. Because if he doesn't turn, that would mean the symbol stays there. That doesn't seem right, so I'll put the symbol there. So we'll dash, and then we have 1 action left. And I will dash again over here. So I dashed, I healed, I dashed, I dashed. That's 3 loud actions. And we didn't roll a 1, so the symbol didn't move from there. So there is a chance that we'll live. Moving 6. So he would technically move first. And the shortest possible route, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank goodness I get to choose, because I'm making him go around that way. Oops. Because otherwise he would have just seen us. So guard reaction. If the player's in the same zone, turn it to the blue side and move it under me. Again. Great. This is just the cascade that happens if the guards keep seeing you. So now they're there. He would activate and would move 1, 2, 3. Or 3, I guess? No, he's not the closest. It would be him that moves that, so it would be 3, 4. He would move and he's going to see us again. 1, 2, 6. And he hits us for 2, because of course he does. Well, we're very nearly dead, and we're still on alert, obviously, like that. I do love that the body armor has made literally no difference to whether we have or have not taken damage. Anyway, we're going to dash around the corner, dash, dash, sneak. So we've done 3 loud actions. We did not create additional noise, so it doesn't move from there. I need this alert to go away before we go to the next floor, ideally. We are running out of time. 6. So he's obviously making it to there. Guard reaction. Oh, thank goodness, we finally got a reprieve. So, we are back to everything being calm. There is not an alert. Everything is peachy. There wasn't a guy in a sneaking suit going around, so they're moving 5 and prioritizing left. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5 turning in there. Doesn't matter because at the top of this next turn we are getting off of this floor and trying to rush to the exit because we are very close to those red cards. Now, because of a vast amount of space this level is requiring on the table, I've had to put the elevator to the side here as if it's coming off of here. It actually should be down here, so I'm going to pretend I'm coming out of the elevator here, just so we're clear. So that would be 1 dash. So I've used 2 actions, one of which was a dash, and then I'm going to replenish our -2 and replenish the sneak. So I've done 1 loud action. That was a 3 if it wasn't on camera, because I just need a turn for this guard to kind of get out of the way. This is a shortcut where if we activate this, we pop out here, by the way, which is what I need to get to kind of achieve this. So, how many teal cards we got left? 3, I think, after this one. 2 in prioritizing right. Perfect, a low move. 1, 2, oh, technically 1, 2. He should be the one who moves first, and he would turn around. New turn. Sneak. Dash. 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 Interact. We did 3 loud actions. We got a 5, and a 3. We're limping along on 1 health, but this is the finale right here. 3 in prioritizing to the left. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Sir, there is a line here, so you can't see across the gap. 3, and then we're just dashing to the finish here. That's as simple as it is. Dash, 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 dash. As long as we aren't out, we're not in teal cards, so it doesn't matter. Even if I make noise here, which I did. It just puts our little noise marker underneath us. They're not going to get here in 1 turn to see me. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He would come straight for us. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it. We're just going to dash. We have collected ABC. And that means we have met the criteria for winning this, despite being on 1 health remaining. So we successfully finished stage 13 with 1 player. Can you imagine how much more chaotic that would be with 4 people running around? You've got all these cameras and locked doors to deal with. That's an absolute nightmare. This is a case where I think it would be harder with more people, whereas the previous 3 bosses we've done just aren't balanced for 1 player. So either way, for clearing this level, we get equipment card 22. I have not looked at it in advance. It is key card level 4. Unlock a door up to level 4 in your space, then discard. A one-time unlock of a level 4 door is actually really powerful on some previous levels. Good grief. So, not really useful for us though, because the only thing that remains is after we put the PAL cards into the, what Snake thinks is the thing to turn off the nukes, it turns out it was all a bluff, and they didn't have the codes because they didn't know how the key worked, so he activated the nukes by mistake rather than cancelling them. And he has a long conversation with Liquid Snake, who's still looking a bit like the Joker in some of these arts. And, oh yeah, and then it goes straight into the final boss, which is Metal Gear Rex. And as a little preview of that, I just finished painting him yesterday, so here is Metal Gear Rex. You'll get a better look at him next time, but because this is the Integral Edition, you get a miniature for him rather than just the cardboard thing. In fact, you can see him under there. You go down into there and fight. So we'll see if the final boss of the game is balanced for 1 person. It's a one-on-one duel with Snake in the video game. Well, technically, Grey Fox joins in a little bit, but yeah, that red stain there, that's Grey Fox. So we'll see how that works out next time. I'm glad the final sneaky mission was fun. It was just about it was just sneaking around guards as long as you're playing it with just Snake. That's how it feels like it should be. So that was a fun one. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you'll come back for the finale one way or the other. Beyond that, I might do the VR missions, but it hasn't proven particularly popular, the one I did do, so I'm not too fussed about the other ones, but we'll see. Either way, thank you for watching, thank you for the support, and I'll see you for the finale next time. Ta-ta for now.